Bake Off's back next week, of course. My next guest is one of the show's most successful ever contestants. Since leaving the show, Nadiya Hussain has cooked for the Queen. She has fronted her own shows, of course, and next week she releases her 8th cookbook, Simple Spices, and she joins me now. It's always good to see you, Nadiya. It really is. And this one's inspired, I guess, by your mum, by your grandmother?
Well, yeah, this is kind of no gimmick. It's just literally how these are the spices that my mum uses. These are the spices that my grandma used, and they're just 8 spices, 4 whole, 4 ground, and this is how they've cooked for generations. And it made sense to put it in a book so people can enjoy it.
What I loved about it is you're very clear on the fact that spicy is different from spices.
Completely,
yeah.
Completely. I think the reason why people are slightly afraid of cooking with spices is because they think spices mean spicy, but they're completely different things. You can have spices without having the heat that blows your head off, unless you like it.
No,
unless
I love
you
it.
like
I love
hot.
it. I love both. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, it just brings such flavour and look at these beautiful dishes. They're absolutely fantastic. Now, one thing I think's wonderful is all your children can cook.
Yeah,
especially your eldest.
Yeah.
Really, really good wee cookie is.
Yeah, they're really... I mean, I thought for a few years, I thought, oh, gosh, they've lost it, they're not doing it, but they're coming back and they really enjoy it. And the reason why I love doing this book is because they're really interested in the spices that we use, and they're really interested in cooking with spices that remind them of home and my mum and my grandma. So they love this book. Definitely one they'll be taking to uni with them.
But what I like about it too is that you can spice up anything. You can spice up beans and toast.
Totally. Like, you know, you could add a bit of cumin to beans on toast. Like, if you're doing, like, your roast potatoes, boil them in a bit of turmeric.
Really?
Oh, my goodness, the flavour, the colour out of this world.
Just a wee tiny bit of turmeric will make all that difference.
Half a teaspoon of turmeric.
This is the thing. This is full of tips like that.
Yeah.
And there is something about food that's a beautiful colour. Because you eat sometimes with your eyes. I know that sounds mad. But, you know, you look at something, if it doesn't look very nice, it's not going to be as good, is it?
Exactly, but it's beautiful and it's vibrant and it's delicious. And I think people are going to really enjoy... I think if there's anyone who is nervous about using spices or doesn't use spices very much, it's definitely like a great place to start, because 8 spices and you can do every single recipe in the book. It's not a case of 8 spices and you can only do 1 recipe. Right. You can do every single recipe in this book.
You don't have to buy every single spice in the universe.
Exactly. And a lot of the spices that are in the book are spices that you've probably already got at home.
Ah, right, OK, so that's good.
Turmeric, cumin, curry powder.
Sure. Because we've all got a little bit more adventurous. I mean, thanks to people like you, we have.
Yeah,
we have
so.
to be more adventurous than that. And, you know, Bake Off, I mean, obviously it kick-started what you do, but you've just flown since then, all the different things that you've done. It's been amazing.
It has. It's been time flies when you're having fun. And I've been able to do something. I've been able to do a job that I didn't think I'd ever do. And I love it. And it's just, I wouldn't be anywhere else. I wouldn't be doing anything else.
But you just don't have time to watch.
No, it's just I don't have time. And the kids hog the telly, so...
Right.
Okay, and they don't watch it, so they won't let me watch it.
It's different. Listen, because you're going to make... Is it chicken korma?
Chicken korma.
Right, come on. Let's go over here. Because everybody's been so excited today because all of these lovely...
You are going to love this. You are going to love this. I'll kick you down this. I'll get you down this.
Get away, Andy. Be honest.
OK, so you guys are going to love this. It's so simple. I'm going to start off with some clarified butter and just whole spices. We're not even using ground spices here. Right. Whole spices. We've got some cinnamon, some cardamom pods and a couple of bay leaves. You've probably got a bush at the back that you don't know is bay leaves, you know? Yeah. Get them in there and that's it. No other spices, just whole spices. Yeah. And then to that, as that heats up, it kind of brings the spices to life. You add 3 whole onions. So that's quite a lot of onion, but this is what's going to give us the sweetness. So you're going to get that lovely sweetness from the onions. Right. And then I'll just season that, and that'll just draw the moisture out of the onions. And you want to cook those onions down low and slow, so we get them really lovely and sweet, but not dark brown. Okay. And then you get them to this point where they're really soft and really starting to break down. Then, like, the only tiny bit of heat that you'll get is from the ginger and the garlic. And what you do is take your ginger, take your garlic, add some water, turn it into a paste. We are adding all of this. Yes.
Really?
What, do you blitz it?
Yeah, blitz it
up, right, okay.
Right? All of it, right? No, we're not mucking around here.
That's a lot of garlic.
I like that, though.
Listen, I would rather eat korma than kiss anyone.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
That's like me with cheese and onion crisps.
Exactly.
I'd rather eat cheese and onion crisps than kiss anyone.
Exactly. So you cook that down, and once you've cooked that down, you should get something that's lovely and like a deep kind of golden. And then let's just get this out of the way.
Thighs.
Okay.
Chicken thighs.
They're full of
The
flavour.
best.
They're the best, aren't they?
Yeah.
I know.
Full of flavour, and I like to keep the bone in because actually that is where you're going to get most of the flavour. Absolutely, you could totally go for like boneless if you wanted to, but if you want like maximum flavour, bone it in, cook it down
And
until you
then
have
look-
something
this is so good.
that looks like that. Can you smell that? The smell's in here. Everyone's like,
amazing.
everyone's really excited because they're like, this smells amazing.
What do you want me to do?
So you just kind of cook
Pop
it
that
down.
there. There you go.
This is good.
And this is what a korma. My dad served kormas in his restaurant his whole life, and I was like, Dad, give them the real stuff.
And this is proper. This is real. Your kids love this, don't they?
Yeah, proper Bangladeshi.
It looks so different,
Korma.
doesn't it? To
Yeah,
like
it
the
does.
kormas that we've seen.
This is proper.
And keeping
Yeah.
the whole spices in is a real
like
key as
that.
well.
Yeah. There's no cream in there.
I'm amazed that I got this first.
Look,
I've got manners, me.
You've been hovering,
There you go.
and
And then-
quite right too.
You did replace the cream with a lot of butter, though, in fairness. Do you know what I mean? There was a lot of
nothing
butter
wrong with that,
there.
though.
I'm loving it. Bring it on.
No, it's...
I'll just use the pot, Nadia,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
fine. I'll
You
just
just
use
got the whole thing. That's not... No. Let's give you some
Don't think
chicken.
you won't either.
Here you go. Do you want me to?
But can you smell that?
Absolutely
The smell
beautiful.
is amazing.
Let me have a little
fact,
try this.
So good.
This
I'm going
is-
to have to eat all of this.
This is actually the dish that we serve out. We feed our children. We wean them on curries. This is the first thing they
This is
eat.
the first thing.
At 6 months, to get them used to spices, this is the first thing that they put in
See,
their mouth.
that's
So
full
this
of
is
flavour.
like
I'm weaning
baby
you.
food.
I'm
You're
weaning
weaning
you.
me. I'll take it. It's delicious.
Right,
It's
Aaron?
so
Nadia.
beautiful.
This is brilliant. The book's fantastic, and there's going to be a series as well, isn't there?
Yeah, there is, out on the 27th. I'm so excited because I think people are so afraid of spices, and I really want them to realise that it doesn't have to be daunting or scary. It can be really simple, and there are like loads of recipes that people can do. And I mean, if you're going to start with a korma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Totally. Bring it
It's
on.
This is
absolutely.
amazing.
No cream, no cashews.
I'll just keep eating
It
this.
is. It's
Thank you, Nadia, and good luck with the book. You can find Nadia's recipe for this, and it is absolutely delicious on our website, but obviously it's in our book as well. The book is called Simple Spices, and it is out right now. Great to see you.
Thank you so
Come
much.
back anytime. This is my favourite kind of breakfast.
It's the best breakfast
amazing.
ever.
Absolutely brilliant. Mark, you're with us next if we can stop you eating.